Today, I'm going to show you how you can use Photopea for free to achieve these effects. The arch that we see a lot on Etsy that's so popular, this retro wave effect, and how you can utilize that and add glyphs all inside of Photopea. We're going to come over here to Photopea, click on New Project. I like to change mine to 3000 by 3000 pixels with 300 DPI just because you want your graphics to be high quality. And create. All right, I'm going to click on the text button over here. I have downloaded a font from Creative Fabrica. We're going to use the word teacher and highlight it and come up here to the font bar and college block. If you scroll down to the bottom of the fonts, you'll see the ones that you uploaded. I'm going to click on college block 2.0 and hit the check mark. You have to select this if you want to move things around. It's the direct selection tool. But if you want to alter it, like right now I'm going to make it taller, I have to click the text button again and highlight all of it. Come over here to the character panel. And this is how you're going to make it taller or shorter. So this is the default, the 100%, what it usually looks like. But I want it to be a little bit taller for this. So I'm going to make it 125. And now I'm going to select it again and click on warp. I'm going to do an upper arc. That looks really weird. So you can adjust the bend right here to make it less dramatic. This is one of the most common ones you'll do, but really the one that's the most popular is going to be the arch. And it's nice because the edges are straight up and down, and you can't do that inside of Canva with the way that their text bends. So here you can also adjust that bend as well with how drastic you want it to be. Press OK. All right, now I'm going to show you how we do the wave effect that you see with a lot of retro text. I'm going to hold down Option and drag this, and it copies it. And I'm going to write it 3 times. Let's see. Okay, let's highlight all of it and change the font to retro stacked. And I'm going to move it up. Okay, let's change the warp effect. So I need to click on the text again and highlight all of it. Go up here to warp, change it to wave. This is way too much spacing. So what you're going to do, well, first mess with your bend. Do you want it to go this way or this way? Press OK. Go over here to your paragraph panel. You're going to mess with the auto leading. That's going to be your line height. And let's say that you're not saying the same 3 words and you need to change the sizing of something. You will just highlight the one and then you can go up here to the size and you can change it. Press enter, see if it looks right to you, and go up here and adjust it. You can either space it over. I think you can change how it's formatted if you want it in the middle. So that's the paragraph panel. But you would have to do that for all of them so they're all centered. Okay, let's pull it over here. Direct selection. If it gets tricky, just grab the direct selection, pull it over. Let's change it back to the 600 size. Enter. All right, so there I go with my wavy effect. I think I do want it to have less spacing and to be more of a dramatic bend. So let's select it again and go to warp and increase the bend. And then go over here to the paragraph panel again and, oh, okay. Decrease that auto leading. I want to make it altogether smaller. I think I'm just going to have to select it all and then change it to like 450. Okay, that looks better. Okay, now let's say that you want to add some glyphs, you can also do that over here in Photopea, which is really exciting because I was having to use Adobe Illustrator for all of this, and it's so nice that Photopea is free and you can do all of this inside of there. So let's move this one over. Let's do coffee and chaos. Delete this last one. Okay, so let's say that you want to add a glyph. This is the glyphs panel, or you can click right here and it will show you all the glyph options. This specific font doesn't have a lot, so let's change the font so that you can see more glyphs. Let's do the D'Augusta. All right, see if I can move it down so we can see it better. Okay, we got to really work with this one because that H is in the way of coffee. Let's say that I want this S instead. You just click on it over here in the glyphs panel. So I would delete that S, and let's see if there's anything else I want to add, maybe a different E. Delete that E and click on this E. Let's try to change that auto leading to see if we can have more space between the two. Go back to the paragraph panel and increase it. Let's go to warp and see if we can mess with that bend. Let's try to find the S that has this little thing at the bottom. I think that's going to give us some better shape. I think I can select this. So I want to fill this blank space right here. I can select these 3 letters and go to character. I think I can make those taller than everything else. Yeah, I can. Which looks a little bit weird, but that'll come in handy for some of the effects that you want to do. Let's get rid of this space and see if that looks better. Okay, and then let's just decrease that auto leading a bit more on paragraph. Yeah, so inside of Etsy, what I could do, since there still is a little bit of space right here, I could add like some little sparkles. I don't want that to touch. So let's see if we can add a little line spacing right there. I think what I'll have to do is select a specific character and do it. Okay, there it is. So you see how that's changing on the tracking, it's changing the spacing after it. So I'll select the and. My cat's hand is on the computer. And then increase the tracking a little bit. So it gives you some space right there without giving you a full space. And I think I will make this a bit smaller just so it doesn't look completely different from the CH. And then we will add, inside of Etsy, we will add some little sparkles here.